Hello, everybody. It's May 4th, 2026. My name is Xander, and I'm here to solve some puzzles. So let's check out connections. There you go. Oh, this is a chocolate, which I just learned from the crossword the other day. Wow, there's some stuff going on here. Dissecant packet or dissecant packet. A beanie baby, a hacky sack are filled with beads, I guess. A teddy bear is stuffed. An Etch a Sketch sort of has beads in it too. I don't know. What is an eye pillow? Does that have beads in it? Well, a stove, a radio, and an Etch a Sketch have dials on them. I guess a control panel does too. That's a possibility. There's chowder, clam chowder. Oh, wait. I think I see something. A lab, a chow, a pit, and a doodle are dog breeds, starting with dog breeds. Is a desiccant packet like one of those silica gel things? Those have like beads in them. Those could fit with Beanie Baby and Hacky Sack and maybe Eye Pillow. Probably not Etch a Sketch, especially since that goes with the dial thing. But let's go with this as starting with dog breeds. There we go. Sweetheart teddy bear. No, I was going to say these are pet names, but you could also just describe a nice person as these. Like, they're a sweetheart, they're a teddy bear, they're a softie, maybe a marshmallow. I think those work. And then these would be left for the things with like beads in them or whatever. So let's go with that. Pellet filled things. That was green. So I guess the things with dials are blue. I would have maybe switched blue and green. This one seems easier than the pellet filled ones. Yeah, here we go. Things with knobs, and then tender-hearted person. Yeah, there we go. Extremely tricky. Yeah, I could see that. I can't remember if there's a lot of overlap or red herrings, but there was stuff that I just didn't know. I had to get through elimination. Like, I think I got that right. The desiccant packet being one of those silica gel packets, and I didn't know if an eye pillow fit, but I had to eliminate everything else for that too. But other than that, didn't have a big problem with it. These are in the prescribed order. Plush toys, including Labubu. I think that's a chocolate. But for an extremely tricky one, there was no big mistake that like most people made. So that it's probably a bunch of diverse, smaller mistakes. But there we go. I don't see any evidence of the rainbow herring. All right. There we go. That's the connections. Let's take a look at the strands. May the forest be with you. Okay, I was wondering if we were going to get something Star Wars related. I don't think this theme will actually be Star Wars related, but it evokes Star Wars since it's May 4th, Star Wars Day. May the forest be with you. Okay. How something. Okay. Verbs. So it doesn't look like there's hibernate, but there's like, what's that plant? Like hibiscus or something. Here's wood. That's foresty. Oh, birch. That's a tree. Okay. Dogwood. That's a tree. Okay. So something tree related. I don't know that I see tree in here, so I don't know if that'll be part of the spangram, but let's see. So dogwood, birch, branched, or it's got to be part of the spangram, right? Let's see what else we could find. Cedar. Yeah, there's cedar. Shoe. Shout. All right, I think I might just have to start putting stuff in. So let's go for dogwood, birch, cedar. What is this PNT doing here? Cypress. There we go. Well, eucalyptus. Okay, so branch out. There we go. And then what is this? What's a tree I'm not thinking of? Aspen. There we go. All right. Yeah, I don't know why I couldn't find that spangram first, but oh well. All right, that's the strands. Let's take a look at the Wordle. Okay. I'm thinking of like gorge. How about forge? I was trying to think of something without a repeated letter. Let's try that. Okay. How about rest? Okay. Where does the R go? Beginning or end? But if it's the beginning, what comes after if it's not an E? You could have like roofs, but that I don't think would be the answer. I might just try it anyway because I can't think of anything else. Okay. Riser. Maybe it's the beginning and the end. Yes, it is. All right. Yeah, that narrowed it down. I'm not seeing a bunch of other picks here. Ditch would not work. Anyway, that is the Wordle. Let's take a look at the pips. So maybe I have 2 Ians, 1 Rodolfo. Let's check the easy. Okay, 17. That's 665. So, and then 4. That's going to be 4 ones. So that can go there. That can go there. That there. And that there. All right, there we go. That's the easy. Let's take a look at the medium. 10, greater than 10 is going to be 6, 6. 3 sized over here. Oh, we have a 4 that's going to go greater than 3, so the other 3 will go this way. So that can probably go there. No, wait. That can go there. There's no other place for a 3. So this will have to be 0, 2. Yeah. And this will be 1s over here. There we go. That's the medium. Let's take a look at the hard. Okay, Yoda. We have another Star Wars thing here. Double needed. 4, 5 needed. Go there. Lots of 4s. How many 4s do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. All 4s are spoken for. We have a 2-sized 4 here. I'm guessing that, yeah, that has all the options. Okay, what are our doubles? We have 3, 2, 1s, 6s. What is our 6 situation looking like? There's only 1 required here. That's going to point down. Is there a 5, 2? I'm not seeing a 5, 2. I think that might mean this has to go like that. No. It's greater than 5. I'm a dummy. There is a 5, 3. That could be a possibility there. This seems like kind of a tough one. It's not one I can really do. Like I can add up because there's greater thans, less thans, and equivalence regions. So I'm wondering if the greater than and less thans are 1 off their number. That would be helpful, but there's no reason to assume that's the case. Okay, so 4 into something that has a double. We've got 4, 2, 4, 1, 4, 3, 4, 6. We have all of them. Okay. Okay, well, these point in opposite directions. So 4 into something that is also connected to a 5. Can't imagine that would be super hard. Could be 0s. Actually, that does seem pretty plausible because it's only 2 0s. There's not a lot of places those can go. So maybe like that. We still have 2 options for this, 4. What about this over here? 4, 3 size equivalence region, 4, less than 4, and greater than 4 are all connected to it. I wonder if I can do the same thing and just assume that these are 1 off. What could that be? That could be 1s. Maybe 5, 1, 3, 1. That would be useful. That gets rid of all of our options for this except 1. Still have a double 3 and a double 6. Well, the double 6 is looking likely for this 3 size region because the double 3 can go here. That's 1 off. This could be 4-3. So then we could put the 6s there. Okay, we are 1 off here. So, oh. Okay, well, that held true for most of it, but I think this will work. Yeah, there we go. So, following the assumption that these greater than and less thans are 1 off was actually working for me until the very end, but it still is basically how I ended up solving the puzzle. It was probably a poor decision, but it worked out. So I got lucky. There we go. That was the pips, and that was the daily games. Thank you for joining me. Hit like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll see you next time.